What's up, everybody? Matt from Butcher Shop Taxidermy. I was just checking in with you today. It's been a few minutes since I made a video for y'all, so figured I'd show you how to do something pretty cool today. If anybody remembers, you were following on Facebook or Instagram, we did a snow goose hunt a few weeks ago, and we processed it. At least mine processed my birds up, and now we're going to make some sausage. I've chose to make my spicy Hawaiian sausage. So yeah, Snow Goose spicy Hawaiian. We'll see how that comes out. Sounded like a good idea. Yeah, so here we go. I've got roughly 5 pounds of goose, and I did roughly 5 pounds of pork to even that out with. But I'll show you all that stuff here in just a minute. Here we go. All right, so here we are. I've got my trusty old Hobart grinder out. I'm gonna take my goose and pork butt, roughly 10 pounds. I added a little bit of bacon just to make it pretty damn close to an even 10 pounds. It's like 9.9 something or something, but close enough for me. All right, so first we're gonna grind this stuff up. A lot of people, sometimes people like to take and add their spice mixture to the meat itself right now and grind it through. You can. I like to grind it all first, and then I'll mix my spice in later by hand, as you've seen before. It gets you a nice even spread through the meat. You're not over mixing it, which happens sometimes if you grind it and then add your spice and then grind it again. It could overgrind, especially with something more delicate like a bird. It's easy to mush and then you get a weird texture. I like to have a little bit of bite to my sausage, so I'm only be grinding it one time through my fine plate. That'll give me the texture I'm looking for, and it won't be too mushy and weird. So I'll put all this stuff up here in the hopper. Yummy. Grab my pan. One thing I am going to do though, I like to mix some of my wet ingredients. Like this one, obviously being Hawaiian, calls for pineapple. I'm going to be using 2 cups of crushed pineapple. Doesn't have to be crushed. This just feeds through the grinder easier. So that's what I'm going to use. And then I've got some whole garlic cloves. I'm going to put those through there and get those mixed in nice and easy too. Fresh is always better if you can go with fresh ingredients. All right, here we go. All right, so now we're gonna mix our dry ingredients and get ready to mix this stuff. Move my coffee first, don't wanna mix that in there. All right. So we're going to start with 4 tablespoons of salt. And I'll make sure to put the actual recipe in the video or link to it at the end. All right, we're going to go with 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar. This is dark brown sugar. It doesn't really matter which kind you want. It's just the flavor is going to just vary a little bit depending if you use light or dark. And you could do the sugar-free if you would like, or roughly sugar-free. If you decide, you can use the brown sugar Splenda instead. And if that's the case, you're gonna wanna cut that about in half. So yeah, 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar, 6 tablespoons of just regular old ground paprika. You can use a smoked, whatever, it doesn't really matter. This is just regular, straight up ground paprika. Then we're gonna add 1.5 tablespoons of ground allspice. And then this is to taste. I'm using about 3.5, almost 4 tablespoons of hot sauce. I like the Red Rooster Louisiana hot sauce. That is my absolute favorite, so that's what I'm using. All right, we're gonna do 3/4 of a cup of regular old soy sauce. And then roughly about a cup of pineapple juice. You can use a little bit less. It's not going to hurt nothing. More, you're going to have more pineapple flavor, make it more Hawaiian. So, there's your pineapple juice. One of these little cans is right close to a cup. So, there you go there. Now we're just going to mix all the dry stuff together. The dry and the wet, obviously. All right, it's looking great. Smells fantastic. This is the sausage COVID test. If you can smell this, you don't have COVID. There's that. Hold up, you can kind of see it. All right, so now we'll go over here, grab the sausage meat that we just ground up. Sorry, this isn't like on television. I don't have everything prepared twice. All right, so we'll add the mix to the meat there. All right, there's that. Mix this up real quick. And once again, use your hands. Don't be afraid to get them dirty. This is going to give you the best, most even mix you can without over mixing it. Like I said, again, this is about 10 pounds roughly. It's not exact, but it's close enough. All right, that's looking absolutely fantastic. You can also, if you like, if you don't want to run your pineapple through the grinder, you can add it now. It's just going to give you some more pieces of pineapple in your sausage, which is no big deal. That gives it a little bit different texture. I've done it before. It's actually pretty good. If you're going to do that, personally, I would use the chunk pineapple instead of the crushed. That way you actually get some chunk to your sausage. But all right, there is our mixed sausage. Next step is we're going to stuff it, and then we're going to smoke it. So this, once it's done, you can wrap it and put it in the freezer and heat it up. You don't have to cook it to the internal temp. You just cook it till it's cooked, until it's nice and warm through, and you're good to go. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back here in the little bowl for now because I've got another batch of sausage I gotta make, so I'll use my pan for that. Sorry, but I can't let you in on the secret of the second sausage. If I did, I'm pretty sure my mentor would kill me. It's a old recipe that there's only a handful of us that actually have the recipe for. That's our, I'm sure if you've followed me for any length of time or had anything processed by me, you know I'm making some crankskis. Don't ask for any, these are from my freezer. All right guys, thanks so much. I'm gonna grab a paper towel and get cleaned up, put that in the fridge for now, and make my other stuff, and then I'll come back and you can see me stuffing and smoking. All right guys, thanks so much. Okay, well, we're ready to stuff. I'm gonna take my Hawaiian here and put it in my sausage stuffer. You can do this if you have the stuffer attachment for your grinder or whatever. This is just, I've got it, so I'm gonna use it. Yeah. It's smelling really good. It should come out nice. All right, so we're stuffed. We're gonna go ahead and put the casings on the piece here. These are all natural hog casings. You can use the synthetic ones, but it doesn't have the same effect. So yeah, we're gonna get this loaded up on here. And yeah, we'll get the stuffing on these guys. My smoker is kind of small, so I'm gonna do a little bit shorter runs than I normally would. When I had my big smoker, we would do a whole 10 pounds or whatever in one shot, but this will work. Oh, sounds like I hear my lovely assistant coming in. Hey! All right, so my casings are on the stem. I got my stuffer holder. we're gonna stuff into that. All right, let's see what we do. Hold the bottom, please. Watch your face. Hold the thing. All right, we'll do about half of this. Said watch your face.
It's kind of hard to hold this down with your hand right there.
Now we'll twist these guys up. Make them about 8 inches long or so. Give it 3 or 4 good twirls. Go another. Then go the other way. This way you don't unwind your previous link. Whoa. All right, and then at the end you tie it off. And you put it, oops, that one, see, that untwisted. I screwed that one up. Put it right there. All right, now we'll stuff the rest of this crap. All right, do your job, holder. All right. Just water. All right, now I'll roll this one up. And the goose sausage is ready for the smoker. What do you think, Nathan?
I'm just here to eat.
All right, goose sausage is in the smoker. It's on. We're gonna cook it at about 230 degrees until it reaches an internal of 150. We'll add some smoke to it here in a bit, but for now, that's it. Now we wait. All right, getting ready to pull a goose sausage out of the smoker. We'll take it and put it in the ice bath right there, and then let it cool. And while I do that, I'll stick the crank skis in the smoker. Here we go. All right, so there's those in the ice bath. We'll let those cool. And I'm gonna smoke these crank skis and call it a day. All right, well there we have it. Goose sausage cooking in the cast iron. Rewarming in the cast iron, I guess it's cooked. But man, it smells good and looks really good. Can't wait to dig into it. All right, well thank you guys very much for watching. I love doing these videos for you. So if you guys have any requests of anything to do, let me know. Hit me up and we'll make something happen. Hopefully we'll get some more hunting videos out pretty soon. So right now we're just doing getting a cooking video out and processing, I guess, if you want to call it that. So yeah, please hit that like button that's down here somewhere. Give me the thumbs up and leave a comment and share with your friends. The more people we get to see these, the bigger my audience is, the more I like to do them. So yeah, hit that subscribe, hit the share. Let's get these out there for folk. All right, thank you guys again so much. We'll be seeing you again pretty soon. Description of the video has the recipe in there, or will. So click that little arrow that's on this side, I think, or vice versa, and you can pull down the recipe. Thank you guys. Have a good one.